Dovepaw stared blankly at the kips. The knowledge of Leopard Star's death churned inside her, while her clanmates surrounded her, aware of nothing but the hunting patrols that lay ahead. She suddenly felt as though she were trapped behind a waterfall, separated from her clanmates by the glistening torrent, her voice drowned by its thundering. IvyPaw bounced up to her. "It's so early," she complained, but her eyes were sparkling with excitement. "Doesn't the forest smell great?" She took a deep breath and licked her lips. "The air tastes of prey." Brambleclaw nodded toward the silver and white apprentice. Sorry, my nose is itching because of him with his hair. Brambleclaw nodded toward the silver and white apprentice. "Perhaps you and Cinderheart should join our border patrol." "Yes, please." IvyPaw looked at her sister. "I bet I catch the first prey today," she teased. Cinderheart padded past them, flicking her tail. "We won't be hunting until we're sure the borders are safe," she reminded her apprentice. "Yes, but after that." IvyPaw bounded after the grey tabby she-cat. Dovepaw followed, catching up to Lionblaze at the Thorn Tunnel. Brambleclaw, Cinderheart and IvyPaw were already filing out of the camp. "Should I tell Lionblaze about Leopard Star?" Dovepaw wondered. "Come on, Dovepaw!" IvyPaw was calling her. "No, I'll tell him later." She slid past her mentor and plunged after her sister into the still dripping undergrowth. The rainstorms had left the forest soft and yielding, the earth springy under paw and fragrant. The sun was beginning to warm the forest so that steam drifted up through the branches. Newly fallen leaves littered the ground, some still green, shriveled by the recent drought and battered early from their branches by the torrential rain. Dovepaw kicked her way through them as she reached IvyPaw. Purring loudly, she flung a pawful over her sister's back. "Hey!" IvyPaw shook the leaves from her pelt and sent another bundle showering over Dovepaw. Then she turned tail and ran. Dovepaw pelted after her sister as IvyPaw bounded onto a fallen tree, her claws scattering bark shreds that caught in Dovepaw's whiskers. Leaping up beside her sister, Dovepaw nudged her off balance and yowled with amusement as she watched IvyPaw wobble, then dive dramatically down the other side. IvyPaw squeaked, staggering into a thick clump of ferns and disappearing behind the fronds. "IvyPaw?" Dovepaw sniffed at the ferns, her tail stiffening as she detected no movement. "Are you okay?" The ferns shivered and exploded as IvyPaw hurtled out and rolled Dovepaw onto her back. Triumphant, IvyPaw pinned her littermate to the ground. Even Cherrykit wouldn't fall for the play dead trick, she purred. Dovepaw pushed with her hind legs, knocking IvyPaw away easily, aware of how strong she'd grown from the long journey to find the beavers. IvyPaw scrambled to her feet, scooting out of the way as Dovepaw leapt at her. "Ha! Missed," she crowed, before scrambling down the shore that led to the lake. So I think in that passage we see how they not only play together, but IvyPaw is taking the lead, she's confident she's going to catch the first prey, and, IvyPaw is going to do some pretty ghastly things, but ultimately I think we can be sympathetic because that whole sibling thing, the whole birth order, is so ingrained in us. That she's just acting on instinct. Her instinct is to protect Dovepaw, and when she finds out that Dovepaw's power is putting her into huge danger, she's really going to be unhappy about that and jealous.